Hi, my name is Leah. And I'm Maria.
And I am Gianluca.
And we are presenting the project of VCW will apply to Biovilla Sustentabilidade. Stay tuned.
In our project, we used the value creation wheel. It helps to identify, analyze, and solve problems by providing a step-by-step and dynamic approach in order to create value for society and all stakeholders involved. This tool has found practical application within the international marketing course we were enrolled in, and as a group, we developed a consultancy project for Biovilla, which is a consumer cooperative located in the Natural Park in Arabada here in Portugal. The application of the VCW has helped to solve the current challenges that the company faces, and together we propose a digital marketing strategy so as to attract worldwide professionals that in turn will help Biovilla become more appealing in the eyes of its target market. This has been possible due to the high versatility of the value creation wheel, which, being a transversal meta framework, does not only allow for integrations with many established and existing tools, but also it has helped to deal with the well-known paradox of global, by offering marketers the opportunity to adopt a global vision at the same time to benefit from economies of scale in the attempt to satisfy local needs. Moreover, its flexible and systemized path facilitates generation of ideas and the selection of criteria so as to tackle the paradox of choice and decide among a set of complex options. Finally, the continuous involvement of key decision makers, including Barbara, and the cooperation of opposing arguments increases the possibility to have a wide range of alternatives and consequently increase the likelihood to find a win-win solution that would hopefully address the international market challenges. The project centred around these two questions. First, we used the VCW to answer which activities would increase the demand for Biovilla given its target. We then went on to answering the second question, how to target international professionals so as to make Biovilla an international centre for organisation of events in line with Biovilla's target market. And our solution? We came up with retreats, workshops, political events, bioenergy events, vegan cooking and lessons. And we proposed a digital marketing strategy that focused on Facebook, Instagram, social media optimization, and a general improvement of the current website. In this project, we identified the following 3 M's. Biovilla would give one intern to which he would be able to implement the project between 3 to 12 months, and there would be a total cost of €100 per month. So, for this project, we came up with 2 questions, and they were solved using 2 different methods. The main idea behind the project is to attract international professionals to come to Biovilla and host events, and thus increase the overall demand for the organisation. It is important to mention that the main worry of the key decision makers of Biovilla was not to increase tourism revenues, but to host more sustainability events in order to make Biovilla an international centre for sustainability. For the first question, which we answer, that asks which activities would increase the demand for Biovilla given its target, we used the value creation funnel to find events that people would come and attend to increase demand. These are the activities that the professionals we want to target in the second question would come and then host at Biovilla. So, to address this, we made a marketing campaign which answered the second question. Finally, by international professional, we mean recognised specialists in their fields such as professors, coaches, speakers, influencers, amongst others. So this is the value creation wheel that we used for our project. We started with the first phase, the tap phase. And in this phase, it is necessary to define the space and clarify the problem and the challenge in the specific context we are to analyse it in. To start, it is essential to gain market, technical, and practical knowledge about the value chain and the topic at hand. We also needed to establish a clear vision, goals, and understand the trends that have precisely defined the research question. This phase is all about discovering value. So, in order to fully understand what Biovilla is all about, we had to do some research. And we found that Biovilla aims to promote social, economic, and environmental development in an integrated and balanced manner through practical and innovative business models that place sustainability at the centre of its action. Biovilla is essentially a consumer operative, which is made up of 18 co-workers, and it was founded in 2010. It's located in the Natural Park of Arabida here in Portugal, and it aims to be seen as a brand that promotes and enhances the awareness of sustainability practices and its benefits. Its mission is to bring sustainability into the lives of everyday people. To better understand what exactly Biovilla was all about, we used the 5 Whys methodology. So firstly, why does Biovilla need our help? Because it wants to expand its international reach. Why does Biovilla want to expand its international reach? Because it wants to work with more international businesses. Why does Biovilla want to work with international businesses? Because it wants to offer more events, both in terms of quantity and content. Why does Biovilla want to offer more events? Because it wants to make sustainability accessible for all. And why does Biovilla want to make sustainability accessible for all? Because it is paramount that everyone has the opportunity to appreciate nature and discover it in their hearts. To better understand the market in which Biovilla operates in, we conducted a simple Towers analysis. Biovilla's greatest strength is its critical maths. As it is one of the 12 most important projects on social impact resulting in a high recognition throughout Portugal. It has been acknowledged by local politicians, governments and international organisations such as Tesla, which awarded it with a Tesla charger. Furthermore, the ability to have raised €1 million during the country's worst financial crisis shows that whatever it is doing a relevant job and there is demand and interest for it. Nowadays, everyone is witnessing how companies and customers are eager to become more sustainable, and to that aim, Biovilla provides the perfect platform where they are able to share their extensive knowledge on the topic and offer their contribution for its implementation. Another strength that Biovilla faces is the fact that there is very little direct competition. This allows the consumer operative to easily spread sustainability through core authenticity. This is also evidence of Biovilla operating in a blue ocean. Despite being at the forefront of social impact in Portugal, unfortunately it suffers from a lack of international recognition, and it is very important that we use the national influence and its critical mass that it currently has and embed it into its future strategy and by building more international partnerships. Moreover, Biovilla faces problems associated to seasonality, in which it's unable to reach full capacity during the winter, compared to the summer when it is fully booked out. Therefore, to tackle this issue, we should exploit the available space more and use it during the winter time. Biovilla is mainly financed by external stakeholders, which allow it to gather enough resources for its full operativity, and hence it is crucial to build on the stream of income that's risen from this, and to join forces with international businesses or professionals in order to reach its global reach. So, with a clearer view of the overall environment, we then delved into Biovilla deeper and analysed the market, the product and its team. So the market it operates in is nature tourism, in particular sustainable agriculture and education for sustainability. The product is a consumer operative, as we mentioned before. It is a safe and calm environment. There is interaction between people and the environment, and it's a chance for people to learn more about sustainability and enjoying nature. The team is led by Barbara, who we've worked closely with in this project, and one of the main investors is Miguel. In terms of Biovilla's target audience, we can divide it into three clear segments. We have the adventurers, who are interested in physical activity and especially outdoors. Secondly, we have the self-knowledge seekers, who want to be part of an authentic and personalised experience. And lastly, the sustainability advocates. These are the people who want to learn more about sustainability and practice it. So in order to better analyse our progress, we set a number of KPIs. For example, we knew that being able to measure the value of what we produced would be important, and also we needed to make sure that the key decision makers were satisfied. We were then up to our second phase, in which we needed to create value. Here we answered the first question, which was which activities would increase demand given Biovilla's target. Here we had to come up with 1 million different solutions, and we did so by conducting a brainstorming session, an online survey and interviews. We also used the VCW's outside in and inside out view to help in idea generation. With our surveys and interviews, we spoke with a number of different people, including children, the devil's advocate and the angel's advocate. We came up with 67 ideas, 11 ideas from key stakeholders' stakeholders, and 56 ideas from different stakeholders. We then used the poker method to help us identify what we would keep. And these are the 11 ideas that we got from key decision makers, and these are the solutions we got from all the different stakeholders we interviewed. We reached part B of the second phase. Here we came up Filters, again, we conducted interviews, online surveys, and brainstorming sessions with all of these stakeholders. Again, it included children, the devil's advocate, and the angel's advocate. In total, we came up with 17 filters. 4 came from the key decision makers, and 13 came from different stakeholders we spoke with. We conducted the poker method amongst ourselves. However, we felt that no filters should be eliminated at this stage, as we wanted to show Barbara all the filters we came up with. These are the filters that Barbara contributed, and these are all the filters that came from non-experts. We then reached the third phase, in which the key decision maker identified the potential for each solution and filter that we had come up with from the previous phase. 3A regarded the solutions. The key decision maker went through the poker method and identified the following 56 ideas to keep. Then in 3B, we went through the same process, and the following 10 filters were kept by the key decision maker. And then in 3C, we asked the key decision maker to rank the remaining filters. In first place, we got activities that wouldn't violate the Portuguese legislation regarding protected areas. Then activities that were relatable to sustainability in terms of social, economical, environmental. Then activities and events that wouldn't promote discrimination. Then activities with the maximum of 15 people for sleeping, 50 people for having indoor events, and 200 people for using outdoors. In fifth place, we had activities and events that were directed to at least one of the 3 types of targets we identified earlier. Then, in sixth, we had activities and events that could be held during the whole year. And then the 7th filter were events that could be hosted by an international professional of a related field. We then reached the 4th phase. Here, we built the value creation funnel. The VCF results from applying the ranked filters to the solutions coming from the previous phase. This allowed to identify the solutions with the highest potential in a particular context and leads to viable solutions. So we applied the 7 ranked filters and to the 56 ideas, and we came up with 6 solutions. This table shows when the ideas were killed at which filter. For example, music events were killed from the first filter because they broke the law. Some of our solutions were grouped. For example, retreats were grouped by yoga retreats, meditation retreats, spiritual retreats, and so on.
We are starting to create our concept or prototype. For this, we started by the marketing campaign, and given the activities that will potentially increase Biovilla's target market, the next step is to develop this digital marketing campaign in order to attract international professionals interested in hosting and organizing events in Biovilla. Why digital marketing and not overall marketing? Because talking to the key decision makers, it was stressed to us that the most important thing was to create digital awareness and using digital tools. So that's why we focused on this side. So the target market are the international professionals, and we created a positioning statement regarding this. So, to international and well-known professionals engaged in making people discover their inner side, so the target, Biovilla, located in the Natural Park of Arabida, promotes social, economic, and environmental development frame of reference by offering safe and peaceful surroundings, points of reference that place sustainability at the center of its actions and guarantee interaction between people and the environment. Reasons to believe. So how did we do this marketing campaign? First of all, we developed an advertising campaign on Facebook and Instagram. Then we said they should improve social media presence on Facebook and on Instagram, as well as refresh their website because it's kind of outdated. So the reasoning behind this was that with the advertising campaign, we would target the international professionals by setting the target for international professionals from the areas of the events arisen from the funnel. Furthermore, we developed a detailed guideline to create these ads and is presented on our final report for the key decision makers to be able to do this. Also, we realized that it's very important if you are going to try to attract people digitally to optimize the platforms you're using. So we suggested that Biovilla should do a social media optimization by so, for example, having their posts in English as well as in Portuguese, since the aim is to attract international marketing. Also, we suggested what kind of posts they should use and some hashtags that would be great to use on Instagram. Another very important part of this campaign was that they should capitalize on the events they hosted Biovilla in order to create content for social network. For example, if they are having an event on a yoga retreat, for example, they should use this to do direct videos or to film and take pictures to then promote these activities they host. Then another step was to create the new Biovilla website, which would be a platform for sustainability. There were 4 things they needed to improve: the appearance, to give it a more modern layout and include people in photos. Then had a tab about us, because since Biovilla's story is such an inspiring story, and Barbara, our key decision maker, is so passionate about this project, we think they should translate this into their website, because this was what moved us to join this project. Then we think that creating a blog could be very important for them to capitalize on resources they have and show people what they do on a daily basis. And because people are so into blogs and sharing and social media and so on, we think that it's very important to increase Biovilla's presence and capitalize on these trends. So, and relating at what we were saying before, it is very important to create video content because people like to relate and to know what's happening and what is doing. For example, it would be really cool to create a 360-degree video of activities and to share the surroundings and the space they have at Biovilla. So this is what we did as far as the marketing campaign goes. We now arrived at the 5th stage, consolidating the value that we tried to create. In the 5th stage is the development of a business model and implementation. The board needs to decide on go, no-go, or check. So here is the business model canvas that we tried to create. Our key partnerships of Biovilla are the Institute for Employment and Professional Development and the Association for Rural Development of Setúbal. Their key activities should be retreats, survival workshops, political events, bioenergy, vegan cooking atelier, lessons like yoga, tai chi, and reiki, and martial arts. And we will also have the marketing plan. The key resources used will be the new marketing intern, and the value propositions will be in Biovilla, we fulfill individual dreams shaping collective dreams. We do our best to create environments that serve us all. And this is a place of innovation, experimentation, and union with focus on sustainability. We look into the unlimited human creativity for solutions and alternatives to the major current challenges. So the customer relationship should rely on trust, reliability, get better, and know yourself. The channels used will be creating an advertisement campaign on Facebook and Instagram to increase the presence on social media, to create a tab about the Biovilla story, improving the website, and creating video content. And Biovilla's customer segments are the adventurers, the self-knowledge seekers, and the sustainability advocates. Then moving on to the 3Ms. Manpower for this project will be Biovilla's new intern, and the minute will be for how long the intern will be at Biovilla, which can range from 3 to 12 months. The budget for this project will set by the key decision maker, and it's basically set for the marketing campaign, and it is €100 for months, which it will be basically applied to the advertisement campaign. Then we set some KPIs to measure the success of our ideas. So for the website improvement, the KPIs would be number of visits, click-through rate, average visit time. For social media optimization, the KPIs would be likes, comments, shares, and clicks, and also views, for example. The overall success of the marketing campaign will be measured by the ROI on marketing investment, which is defined as the incremental profit minus the cost of the marketing campaign divided by the investment. So here are some next challenges that we also think Biovilla should tackle after they improve their digital presence. So first of all, they will pursue the marketing strategy we identified, and then it will be important to establish key partnerships of mutual benefit with business and institutions. We suggest, for example, starting with Nova SB because they have a lot of international students and they can be a bridge between international professionals and Biovilla. Then it will also be important to join forces with travel blogs, travel agencies, and traveling magazines to try to become this well-known center for sustainability. Talking to our stakeholders, we try to get their inputs on this project, and this is what Barbara said. The VCW has allowed to see our business in a new lighting, focusing on our mission and on its core aspects. It's allowed us to define the priorities of our development without neglecting the inputs from the different stakeholders. And Miguel, an investor from Biovilla, said that the VCW has enabled to adopt an holistic approach which will significantly shape Biovilla's decision in such a way to appreciate its results in the near future. So some theoretical implications that we thought were very valuable about this model were that it's customizable and versatile, dynamic, circular, transversal, meta framework. And then it's of practical usage and it's good for team building. Some lessons we learned from this project were the constant feedback from the key decision makers that allowed us to incorporate important and continuous adjustments during the development of this project. Considering all possible options as feasible solutions can lead to better results when compared to limited options from the inception. And this is the end of our project. I hope you enjoyed. This is our team, and please get in touch with us if you feel like you have some questions. Thanks a lot for watching.
Finished with, we really enjoyed working on this project. Biovilla is a really cool organization.
Thank you for your attention. Hope you enjoyed the project as we did.
Bye!